Hi everybody, welcome back to Laura A Vlogs. I wanted to make this video and this is my pretty much like it's not a video of anything regarding to my health. This is just my thoughts, sharing my thoughts out loud. It may be good or it may be bad, but I think I needed to express some things that I've been feeling as of lately. Now, I'm making noise already. Now, a lot of you might not know, I'm a person who's into spirituality, but my spirituality does not entail doing cults, the occult that is, or any type of dark entity type, things. My spirituality has to do more, I do a lot of prayer. Yes, I do believe in God. I do believe in angels. I do believe the positivity of the world, no matter how negative it is that we've been living in. I try to stay balanced and stay conscious through a lot of the struggles that I've been through in my life. I try to see different perspectives in life, because the reason why I've gotten into spirituality is because as a child, I've always been under different type of religions, under different type of labels. Either the Catholic, Pentecostal, Apostolic. These, I don't like labels. After dealing with these different aspects of religion, you learn to see different things along the way. And so as I got older, it had me thinking about labels and how I didn't want to be categorized by an organization, a religion, or anything like that. I just felt like I needed to be a free spirit, child of God. And that's how I categorize myself, as a child of God. If I have to go into a church with someone and that person has to be a Christian, doesn't mean that I'm not gonna respect that person, that significant other's religion, because I will always respect their beliefs. And if we are practicing praying to God, then we practice praying God together. I don't like to be, put in those type of labels. I like to think outside the box, is more like it. I like to think outside the box. I like to see things in different perspectives. I try to learn from different situations that I see people going through, and learn with myself what I've been through and how I can change myself for the better. And I've always, mentioned to you guys in the past that I'm a work in progress. I'm never going to be perfect. I will never ever claim that I am a perfect person who lives a perfect life. Never. Because at the end of the day, we're all sinners, and we just carry it in different levels. And that's the honest truth. But as of lately, I have been thinking about how people are regarding to, and I'm going to get a lot of slack from this from people who deal with the tarot community. I know I'm going to get a lot of slack from this. But yes, I occasionally read tarot. Not purposely to hurt anybody, because again, I don't deal with that type of nonsense of reading tarot, trying to find a way to hurt somebody. Because unfortunately, the community has gotten so out of hand. Because of course, everyone has their own perspectives of their own lives, how they dealt with pain of every type. A lot of these people are either single mothers who had a very dysfunctional life, personal life. A lot of these people carry a lot of mental and psychological pain. I get it. I do get it. But what concerns me is that the amount of damage that you could do to yourself. Because each people in those communities who are doing these tarot readings, of course, a lot of it has to do is that they're trying to earn a living for their families. I get that. But also at the same token, when you're dealing with people out there who have been hurt psychologically, physically, emotionally, there's like a fine line on how you are portraying these messages that you're sharing to people who are very much emotionally hurt. And I think there's always need to be a balance. And I personally, when I read my own tarot, and I'm not going to create a tarot channel at all, but when you display these types of messages, you got to take conscience of the type of energy you're getting from these people. Because at the end of the day, if you are suffering any type of emotional imbalance in yourself, you will get certain imbalances from other readers that are in the same wavelength. And a lot of these messages are not always good for the soul. Because part of this community likes to inflict the insecurities and amplify these insecurities in others. And they telling you, oh, well, you know, I am trying to help you deep down in your soul to purge out all these things. But then at the same time as they're doing these readings, they're inflicting those insecurities right back at you again. It's almost like a cesspool that they are just keeping you in. And you think you're getting better. And then 3 minutes, well, like not 3 minutes later, like 3 or 4 days later, you're back again to square one. You thought you were getting out of it, and then you feel being sucked in again. And then they're telling you, well, you can't do this because you got to do some more healing. Or you can't jump into this, this relationship because you got to heal. Or you can't get this job because you need to heal. People, be very careful with that. Be very careful with that. Because what is these types of messages that are being thrown at you, a lot of them might not be good from good people with good energies. And if you're coming from a place in your life that you've been through a lot of shit, and you're getting those low vibrational messages, that's the devil's way of keeping you down and not living a best life. Yes, there is a lot of negativity in the world. We all seeing it in our eyes with different wars happening left and right. Yes, should not be living in a bubble thinking everything is fairy tales and gumdrops and unicorns. But at the same time, you cannot just stop your life and not enjoy the little bit of beauty that surrounds you. And this is where I'm having issues with these days when I see some of these readings online. I can hear the anger coming from these people. Of course, they are coming from their own perspectives of pain. But although I could hear that energy from these, I'm an empath. I will feel people's energies, and I might not be in the same room. I might not see your face right off the bat, but I will feel any person's energy, and I will know when someone's not being sincere or someone's feeling internally hurt. I will feel it right off the bat. But I will never sit down and drudge up people's insecurities back at them. I will say things that is very cut and dry. That yes, there's things that you need to recognize yourselves. I'm one of those. I even do it to myself. I will sit down and even evaluate and hear these different situations that these readers are reading. And I think about my own life in the many situations that I've been through. You know, I use it as somewhat like a tool, but I'm not gravitating these energies into my life. Because at the end of the day, I have my free choice as a child of God on how I want to carry my life. I will never sit there and watch a tarot reader, no matter how low vibrational they carry their messages. I will never use those readers' information and say, you know what, fuck him, fuck her. I'm going to fuck this person over and I'm going to teach this person a lesson. Because what are you doing is creating more madness in your life. That is not something you want to do throughout the rest of your life. Is carry more mad, anger, resentment, and inflict it to others. People, please be very careful. Be very, very careful who you trust in the spiritual community. Because a lot of them, like I said, they treat this as a business for themselves. And everybody has their story. But also at the same time, this is your life. You dictate how you want to carry your life. And not let low vibrational people drag you down in the process. No matter where they come from. And and that's why I just kept sitting there and thinking about this lately. And I'm like, this is really nuts. People are really getting out of hand with this. Because, people might think, oh, Laura, she claims that she's a child of God, but yet she's reading tarot. She's not really a Christian. No, don't judge me. Because if I were to sit down and talk about the miracles that I've been throughout the last few years, nobody will ever believe that. But the thing is that how I carry myself is totally different than the rest of the world. And so I just feel that, like I said, there's a fine line. How you take your life and change for the better. You make your own choice. And also trust your intuition. Because they tell you, oh, you got to listen to your intuition. But then 2 minutes later, they want to inflict some insecurity into you. So then your emotions be all fucked up. And then you don't know whether you think with your head or with your heart. No, my intuition kicks in when I know I'm being lied to, or if I'm being mistreated, that someone's trying to mistreat me. I feel it in my gut. It's almost like if something is like turning upside down, and it's almost like a bulge of energy telling me something's off. Back away. That's when I really listen. Because each one of us have that intuition. It's just others don't want to listen to it. Again, free will. So, all I'm going to say is this, people. If you are getting yourself involved into the spirituality of the tarot world, don't get sucked in all the way in and listening to these low vibrational people who are trying to keep you stuck in your own mental life. Because, you know, a lot of them are looking to hustle you for money. And I've seen how good they work their way of trying to say, hey, you know, I'm trying to help you, and to, you know, I'll sell you this product, or, you know, if I do this for you, you're going to be, you know, you're going to be 100% fine. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You know, the only person that can save you is God. The only thing that you can do is fold those hands and pray to God and say, give me the strength and the angels, for my angels to protect me at all times, and to cut off negativities of the world. I'm always doing that. You will not see me, you know, doing these crazy things, candle spells, or like these hexes and crazy jars that people do to bind people. I heard these little terms here and there, but I just think that is just taking your mental sanity into a different level of madness and keeping you stuck. So in order to alleviate that nonsense in your life, just alleviate and pray. Just pray. Because no amount of spells is going to alleviate your soul. No amount. And no tarot reader in this world is going to say, you know, you're saved. You've done a good job. Everything will be abundant. No, you create your own abundance and how you put yourself in this world, how you treat others. Because believe me, I'm very much aware what is going on in the world. I am very much aware the darkness that people carry around. And I felt it out today. As I'm walking through the streets, I can hear the people talking and the anger. I feel the energies around me. And all I can do is just protect myself. Energetically, I'm like, Lord, protect me from anybody who wishes to do any harm. Every day, every single day, I do that. I fold my hands and say, God, protect me. Angels, protect me at all times as I'm walking through these streets. Because yes, we are living very dark times. But I will be damned that anything or anybody will tell me that I should do differently because of what they carry in their heart and the anger they carry in their soul. So, people, just be very careful what kind of energies you carry, you know, especially when you start exploring into the tarot world. Because they're not all good people. And a lot of them, they use that as an excuse to make a buck. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, all I can say is this. Try to heal yourself. Try to find the positivity of the world. Because if you don't carry that little bit of hope, then you're not going to feel that things are going to get better. And in order to gain that peace in your heart, you have to fight for that peace, no matter how difficult it gets. Anyway, thank you for viewing my video. I know it's a very different type of video, but I just felt like I needed to talk about this. Because not everybody will, you know, I like to see things in different perspectives, and I think it might help somebody out there who's watching these things by chance and, you know, get sucked in. And I don't want people to lose themselves mentally, physically, and emotionally. Anyway, so thank you for viewing my content, and I'll catch you guys soon on the next vlog.